We got the title, we got the album cover, and now we got the live performance in Sao Paulo, Brazil. The new era, Hurry Up Tomorrow, has officially begun. Although we still don't have a release date, some say we can expect the album to drop later this year or early next. Also, stick around to the end of the video to see how Dancing in the Flames shares some similarities with Faith from After Hours. Let's start off with the album cover and what it could tell us. This image features The Weeknd in a close-up, intense gaze with a serious and raw expression, which can symbolize vulnerability or even some deep emotional turmoil. It appears minimalist yet powerful, with his direct stare pulling the viewer into an intimate moment. Dude, don't look at me like that. The dim lighting and focus on his eyes evoke a sense of reflection or confrontation, potentially representing a moment of realization or reckoning. When considering this image in the context of an album titled Hurry Up Tomorrow, the themes could be linked to anticipation, uncertainty, or desire for change. The title itself, the contrast between the solemn reflective expression and the album's title, might symbolize the internal conflict between present struggles and the hope or desire for a better tomorrow. The visual might be hinting at a personal journey where The Weeknd navigates through darkness or emotional challenges, yet there's a pressing need to move forward. It may also tie into larger themes of time, redemption, and transformation, which are often explored in his music. I mean, what do you think it means? Album title. My first reaction when seeing the title was a bit confusion, as it deviated somewhat from something like After Hours or Dawn FM. The title, Hurry Up Tomorrow, likely carries a deep sense of urgency and anticipation, as though the present moment is either too painful or complex to remain in. Perhaps, in some way, the future offers hope, change, or resolution, all of which are themes we know are going to be on the album. The phrase itself suggests impatience, as if the present is something that needs to be moved through quickly to reach a more desired future. In connection to the image of The Weeknd, where he appears somber and introspective, the title might be reflecting a longing to escape the emotional or psychological weight of the current moment. His expression, with its intensity and focus, seemed to suggest a confrontation with his inner self, perhaps grappling with past decisions, regrets, or the burdens of fame and identity. The title, Hurry Up Tomorrow, could symbolize his yearning for clarity, peace, or transformation, which the future might bring. I spent a good amount of time looking into Abel's eyes. Not like that, but I did notice something different, almost like he's tired. He's been awake, anticipating this moment to end, hence his desperation for tomorrow to finally arrive. If we imagine that tomorrow represents hope or a new chapter, then the juxtaposition of this with the raw and solemn image could imply that he is at a crossroads. The present might feel suffocating or unresolved, but that's a belief that the future holds the answers or relief. In many ways, The Weeknd's past works, themes of darkness, loss, addiction, and redemption are common, and in this album title, combined with the image, it might suggest that he's looking for a way out of this darkness, urgently hoping for that new day to come. Thus, the connection between the title and the image may signify the emotional struggle of enduring the present and the burning desire to push forward towards something better, and the image seems to mirror that internal tension, a reflective pain moment before the breakthrough. Dancing in the Flames. Oh, on Friday, September 13th, we got our first single off the new album, Dancing in the Flames. The song features emotional lyrics exploring themes of love and pain that suggest both passion and danger, using imagery of driving and crashing to convey these feelings. If we take a good look, we can see the video begins with The Weeknd driving in a dark, stormy setting. This seems like a journey through a dangerous and chaotic environment, possibly representing his emotional turbulence and struggle with inner demons. The dark road could symbolize uncertainty, while the car represents his life moving forward through difficult times, similar to how he was driving in After Hours and Dawn FM. At some point, we see the car spin out of control and crash. The act of ejection from the car is a powerful metaphor for loss of control in life or love. This moment parallels the lyrics about crashing when switching lanes. The crash represents a turning point or a traumatic event that changes everything. After the crash, shattered glass flies around Abel, and heavy heavy rain falls. These visual elements symbolize the breaking down of barriers and cleansing through the pain. Rain is often used to represent renewal, so in this context, it could signify healing after trauma or desire to wash away old experiences. The video concludes with Abel collapsing, symbolizing the aftermath of his emotional turmoil. Abel falls to his knees, grabbing his stomach, while we hear a voice faintly call his name twice. By the time the ambulance pulls up, he's already face down lying on the ground, and it ends with paramedics arriving. This could represent him being saved or revived after hitting rock bottom, which aligns with his reflection on his career and personal life. It suggests a rebirth or a chance for a fresh start. I started brainstorming, and what came to mind was something along these lines. I strongly believe the endings of Faith and Dancing in the Flames are connected through similar themes of destruction, despair, and seeking redemption or resolution. Both tracks explored the Weeknd's internal battles, particularly around his self-destructive behavior, with their conclusions reflecting moments of critical transformation. At the end of Faith, we hear the sound of police or ambulance sirens after the Weeknd sings about the consequences of his self-destructive lifestyle. I believe this to be a sort of out-of-body experience in which he's faintly depicting what's happening to himself while on the brink of death. That's what I thought when the ambulance pulled up in Dancing with the Flames. This moment signals the inevitable crash after a long period of indulgence and recklessness. Perhaps it may even transition into faith, who knows? This represents a breaking point where his actions catch up to him. A metaphorical rock bottom, the sirens give the sense that he needs external intervention to save him, symbolizing the consequences of living on the edge. In contrast, the ending of Dancing in the Flames also involves a crash, but this time it's more visually represented in the music video, with a car accident that ejects Abel from the vehicle. Much like the sirens in Fate, the car crash represents the culmination of his recklessness, but in Dancing in the Flames, there's a stronger emphasis on transformation. The rain and paramedics arriving suggests a chance for healing and rebirth after the wreckage. While both songs depict destruction, the visuals in Dancing in the Flames offer a glimmer of hope for recovery or starting anew. Both endings emphasize the need for change, signaling that the Weeknd's self-destructive tendencies have led him to a point where he must confront his inner turmoil. However, while Faith dwells on the despair of being trapped in the cycle, Dancing in the Flames hits at the possibility of survival and transformation. Well, that was just a few thoughts. At the end of the day, whether it's true or not, I guess we'll have to find out eventually. But it was fun trying to see if both songs had any connections to each other. I mean, they are part of a much larger story, so who knows? Look, if you made it to the end, thanks for watching. If you want more Weeknd videos, I'll have more as we get closer to the album. Until then, you can watch this one right here about how I think Hurry Up Tomorrow will conclude.